this thing on. Welcome to the Eric Zane Show podcast. This is a daily show where I discuss news, nonsense, and my personal adventures each and every day of the work week. The work week, I guess, typically Monday through Friday. Wow. Okay, so what amounted to like a 15-mile trip from my house to Jacqueline's, I mean, seriously, was met with, in that amount of time, that's not a lot of time to have one incident on the road with another motorist, let alone two. But yet, there I was, embroiled in yet another bit of drama. Now, I did nothing wrong. Well, I don't know. I'll let you be the judge. Because oftentimes I have said that if someone does something to you on the road, your best response is to ignore. And I think that is terrific advice in any situation. But when you're calm, that's easy to say. If there is someone that is whatever, taking a run at you or saying something or doing something, and you have the ability to remain stoic, that is a gift from God. And I envy those who have the ability to master that. And you can master that 99 times, or do it correctly 99 times, and then the one time, oh boy. So, that's something to work towards. That's a goal. And honestly, I say to Diana, I'm like, yeah, you don't want to do anything behind the wheel, because once someone is behind the wheel, they turn into absolute psychopaths. They do things that they wouldn't do if they were walking down the street or they were at work or even at home. Once they're behind the wheel, different ballgame. Okay, where we go on the way to Jackie's house, it's been the thing for the whole summer. It narrows down to one lane. Hang on. Daisy, come on, man, not now. Quit. Licking her paws. You know me, I can't stand that. Narrows down to one lane, and this is the zone. This is the zipper merge zone. And I don't know what is keeping the Department of Transportation to just put up. They have the ability to make signs. They've got a whole department on sign making. Use whole lane. Or you could write zipper merge is legal. Please don't block lane that merges. This is easy. And then over time, the message will get out. And then these dick face fucking lane vigilantes will maybe get the message. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, there's still a good half mile left in the lane that is merging into the lane that the merging traffic is going into. It's empty. So you have a 1 mile backup, which could easily be cut in half if you allow those one half of that 1 mile backup to go. If the people would just get in the fucking lane and take it till it ends and then take turns one after the other, thus a zipper. The half mile is it's I can see it, and I can see the arrow saying, and it even says merge here. So they've kind of approached the whole idea of getting the word out. But it's not enough, because these are stupid people. Then I see it. Some guy gets out of the lane that the cars are merging into and kind of half-ass gets into the lane that is ending. It's me approaching him and then clear sailing for a half mile. All right, now, it's a really bold thing to get out like that for him to do that. So what am I going to do? He thinks he's just saving the day for everybody. Yeah, this is what you do. So I kind of slowly inch my way towards him. Diana's sitting next to me. She goes, "What are you doing? What's going on?" I go, "Shh, I got this. There's technique here." I kind of like really, not that aggressively, kind of roll up. And then when I get close enough, I just mash the gas and yank the wheel onto the shoulder with the rumbles to vroom right by that fucker. Get right back in that speed up lane and just boom, nail it. Get into the gas, man. Holy shit. Then the barrels start, getting you over. And then I see this dude in a Z71 off-road Silverado 1500 pickup. I'm like, this guy's going to be the problem. And there's plenty of space in front of him. So I go, that's my spot. But again, this is a Michigan driver in a truck. So I'm like, he's probably a hill jack and no doubt armed. And so I got to be careful. He's got flagpole holders where he goes to the Let's Go Brandon convention. And I cut right in front of him. Well, I didn't cut. I took my turn. I was the one person obeying the law. Every single one of those people who got over earlier, they are breaking the law. They're lawbreakers, and that's your punishment. Wait there like a dick. I will be the one to take off and do it right. Man, Chris says drop the hammer and then honk and give them the finger. I didn't do that, but I should have. I have in the past. It's a little bit more of a challenge when Joe Trucker throws 18 wheels over there. Then you got to be a little bit more creative with that. All right. So then a mile and a half later, okay, where this road takes you as you approach downtown Grand Rapids, it's curvy and weird. And, this is rush hour traffic. So, it's reduced speed because of the volume. And there's all sorts of Grand Rapids interstate setup is just, I don't know. There's just so many merges and offs, and you got an intersection between major roadways that there's a lot of you merge left, merge right. I mean, it's pretty complex for a mid-level sized town, to say the least. Not over vast distances, but there's a packet of roads where it's like, what the fuck? What idiot designed this? What dumb fuck Dutchman how drunk were you when you came up with this exit and that merge and left, right, turn around, hokey pokey, speed up, slow down? I have no idea. But in this road, and Kenny writes, he says, my thoughts exactly when I drove there a month ago. No, it's jacked. It is a horrible, terribly engineered set of roads. And I've never understood why they said, all right, when we make this interstate system, let's make it difficult. Let's make this more complex than anything else. Ram says a packet of roads. What's a packet of roads? I think I've described it. I think I've made my point. You're just nitpicking, okay? Hey, Aram, why don't you enjoy the show today instead of sitting there and needling me over every single word I say? Shut up, you fake Armenian. Kenny says, let's make it more complicated than Nashville or Atlanta, even though we're tiny in comparison. You're absolutely right. In this path that I'm on, it's very bendy and twisty, and traffic is slowed down to like just over 50 miles an hour. And there's only 2 lanes. and I'm in the right lane, and the people in the left lane we're all going the same speed because there's a lot of people merging on. You got to pretty much keep your head on a swivel in this, yes, packet of roads. Anyway, so the car's in the left lane. We're all going the same speed. It's like Daytona. It's just a pack. There's a guy behind me who is Kurt Busch. Or is it which one's the idiot in NASCAR? Is it Kurt or Kyle? Who's the one everybody hates? Anyway, he's doing that right behind me. And I can see he is enraged. And he doesn't like the fact that I'm going the speed I'm going. Again, I'm going the same speed as everybody else. And I'm very much, and I'm quickly approaching where I have to exit to the right to get to Jackie's. And he is right there, bumper to bumper. I can see every line in his face. He's so close. And I've got my blinker on. I'm getting off right there. I'm not going to speed up so you can rip by me and cause an accident, cock. I've got my blinker on, and I get, as I'm leaving the interstate now, he buries the horn, and then up goes my middle finger. I just hold it up and don't even look at him as he drives on by. There you go. Sit on that, asshole. So I don't recommend, but then again, I'm leaving. I mean, I say I don't recommend that type of behavior, but I'm exiting. So it's not like he's going to be able to catch up to me and shoot me. But in hindsight, that's a bad habit, because then the next time that I'm on the road and something like that happens, I'm probably going to want to do it again. You can't, I'm a creature of habit. I should probably focus on just ignoring the other motorists when they do dumb things like that. Oh my God. People are so pissed all the time. And now, to be clear, in all of those incidents, all I am guilty of is obeying the law and being a terrific motorist. I am the one that you want. You want someone to leave the road, to be able to engage in the zipper merge. I take it back. Me passing on that shoulder, that I may have been breaking some type of law there. In fact, I'm quite certain of it. So I don't know how great I am, but damn, it felt good. Welcome to the show. It happens right here in the Baldwin Ace Hardware Fear Bunker Studio each and every day of the work week, as I indicated. Baldwin Ace Hardware, a beacon of DIY awesomeness in the Northland. If you ever want to reach me, send an email on the Shoreliner Striping inbox, eric@ericzaneshow.com. Be recording tonight. Well, live recording. You can watch it live on Patreon. Patreon.com/EricZane with the one and only Ben Glaze. The Ben and Eric Patreon podcast. Part of the litany of programming available on Patreon. If you want to be part of the live audience and you are on Patreon, look for the email. If you've never gotten one, that means you're not on the mailing list. Reach out to me and say, hey, dumbass, I want to check it out live. Send me an email. Eric@ericzaneshow.com. All right. Whew. So yesterday, awesome, got together. We celebrated the birthday. Madison, 20 years old. Okay? And real simple. We go to Jackie's. We've got all of us there, ready to celebrate. And Madison says, I want an ice cream cake. Okay, hey, right on. This is going to be great. We have the ice cream cake with us. We've got the ice cream cake. We got the meal that we've eaten. It's Slaughter the Turks, chicken Alfredo roll-ups. Great recipe with garlic bread and vegetables. I mean, it's great. Getting together and then celebrate the birthday. Been doing this. Love celebrating the birthdays. Big on birthdays. What Diana is not big on is Well, I'll just say it. She struggles with certain types of desserts and refrigeration. Now, after yesterday, we now have 3 incidents of this in the past year. Okay? The first incident was we were at my dad's Sara Lee frozen cheesecake. Well, it's Sara Lee cheesecake that you buy in your grocer's freezer. And then you keep it in the freezer until you're ready to eat it. Okay? And it says that on the box. Keep frozen until ready to eat. Now, there's more instructions after that, but that's all Diana read. Keep frozen until ready to eat. Directly below that, it says thawing instructions. They didn't feel the need at Sara Lee to write, this must be eaten thawed, or this should not be eaten frozen. Okay? And because everybody knows you never eat cheesecake frozen. You don't need to write that because everyone knows that, except my wife. So she sees keep frozen until ready to eat. And we're at my dad's and he goes, what are we having for dessert? Cheesecake. I'll get it. And I'm not paying attention. And all of a sudden I see her with a knife trying to stick it into this. And I'm like, what? I thought we got cheesecake. I did. Well, cheesecake is not, it looks like you're trying to cut into a hockey puck. And she's like, it's frozen. I go, well, what, are we just going to look at it? No, we're going to eat it. I go, on what planet does anyone ever eat cheesecake frozen? She goes, look at it says right here, keep frozen until ready to eat. I go, right, but there's other things that it says there too, like thawing instructions. Keep in fridge overnight, or I don't know, whatever. There's other instructions on there, but the fact of the matter is, everybody knows you're not supposed to eat it frozen. Joanne had the line of the day as we're eating frozen cheesecake. She goes, I don't know whether to chew it or suck it because there's ice crystals in it. The moisture that's in the cheesecake is frozen. It's terrible. Frozen raspberry or strawberry, I forget what it was, cheesecake. I'm like, oh my God. Fast forward. Month and a half later, Justin picks out the dessert for family dinner. I want frozen cheesecake. Or he didn't say frozen. I want cheesecake. She gets the exact same product. I don't know this, but it was deja vu because we were like, okay, it's time for dessert. She goes to the freezer, and I'm like, what? And she goes, okay, here we go. And I'm like, wait a minute. Did you do this again? We had a big laugh over this last time. Did you forget all of what happened? She goes, no, this is frozen. It says keep frozen till ready to eat. I go, this is the same GD conversation we had last time. What? You got to be kidding me. She did it twice. I'm going somewhere with this. Don't worry, because I haven't even gotten into yesterday. You might be thinking, please tell me she didn't. No, yesterday we did not have cheesecake. I told you we had a frozen, we had ice cream cake. Finished dinner. And she goes, oh, come on, hurry up. Because she's getting the cake ready. You got to put the number 2 candle and the 0 candle into it. And I'm watching her, and the candle goes way into the ice cream cake. She goes, oh, boy, this is thawing. I go, well, did you leave it out? I mean, we've been here for an hour and a half, 2 hours. Did you just leave it out? It's ice cream. She goes, no, I put it in. I put it in there. I go, yeah, well, it's falling apart. It looks basically like pudding at this point. It's still holding its form to some degree, but you can tell it's struggling. I go, and she goes, here, let's put it back. I go, yeah, I mean, but you got it right out of there, right? And she goes, yeah. And so we open up the freezer, and I'm looking, and there's like no space for it. I go, where was it? And she goes, well, I don't know. Just put it in there. Now, that's the first clue that there's some real. Is anybody figuring out yet what she did? And this is a side-by-side vertical door, French door, freezer, fridge setup. Okay. We moved something out of the way in the freezer, and I set it in there, and I'm very suspicious. And then I think she felt a little sheepish about that. And then someone says, I forget who brought it up, and said, did you maybe when you got here put it in the fridge? She goes, yes, I did. So she didn't want to admit it, but yeah, she put the fucking thing in the refrigerator, and it's melting. Oh my God. And I go, what is it with you? What you and she felt she didn't want to laugh at herself. I go, no, I actually said, right now you feel like an idiot, and you don't like the fact that we're all about to point and laugh at you for this one. But you will. You're not going to right now. But that's it. Ram says she can't be in charge of dessert anymore. That is such a sad story. Aram, I like you again. You're back to being Armenian. That's a funny line. Wow. Corey, come on. Corey says, this is why women shouldn't have equal rights. You asshole. You can't say that. Oh, at least she didn't leave it in the car, says Maureen. Of all of the amazing Slaughter the Turks recipes, and yet the Queen of the Forest cannot figure out ice cream or cheesecake. A couple of you figured it out. Kenny said refrigerator part. Chris says for sure it was in the fridge. My God. Kenny says Diana's brain, cheesecake, frozen, ice cream, refrigerate. Oh, my God. Yeah, so there you go. A good time had by all. So it firmed up to some degree, but we cut into it, ate the cake. Off we go. Happy birthday, Madison. 20 years old and leaving us again. She is packing, getting ready to leave for college, year 2. Oh, my God. Yesterday, more on college a little later on because, hey, how about that? $10,000 debt relief. Oh, my God. I don't usually like to tease stories, but, this one, holy shit. By the way, side story, before all this stuff goes on with the birthday thing and me giving people the finger while driving, my friends from Affordable Limousine and Party Bus, they said, hey, we got a late arriving thing. We need you to go get somebody to the airport. This is an easy job. It takes more time to drive to the garage and go home than the actual job. But there's a couple steps involved in this. I have to drive to the cleaners in beautiful Jenison, Michigan. And this lady is the nicest lady that works there. I love her so much. She is always just so helpful and giving me all these motherly advice things and she knows Diana very well. And she's always I don't know. She's just fantastic. And this is the lady who made me, well, this is what she said. Not long ago, I delivered a couple shirts, or I dropped them off to be cleaned. This is some time ago, actually, but I've told this story before. And, well, I don't know what it is, but whenever I wear a collared shirt, sometimes I'll wear it and then take it off and put it back on the hanger and wear it because I wear an undershirt underneath it, so it's not like they're filthy or anything like that. But the collar touching my skin, it gets dirty, okay, and you can see the dirt. on the inside of the shirt. And so, it's a little gross. So you don't want that to get too bad. So you have to take the shirts. I've always taken I don't put my shirts in the dishwasher, clothes washer. I always take them to the cleaner. They last longer. And I take the shirts there, and and I go, yeah, here, I forget her name. And I'm a little sheepish about the fact that it's gross. It's dirty. The collar, the inside of the collar. And she goes, oh, wow. Look at that. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I go, yeah. She goes, you know what? What a good thing this is. I go, I'm thinking, she's going to lecture me about cleaning my shirts. I go, yeah. She says, that's a sign of strong health. That is a good thing. You are healthy. Oh, my gosh. Look at that. Look at that shirt. That is a wonderful sign of excellent health right there. And I'm like, what? You made that up. You must have made that up just to make idiots like me feel better. That's not a sign of good health. That's a sign of greasy, gross Armenian skin is what that is. That is filth. That's all that is. You're lying to my ears right now with that. So I have to go to the cleaners yesterday, and there she is. I love her so much. I wish I knew her name. And just the sweetest, flirtiest older lady you're ever going to meet. I had interactions with flirty ladies all day yesterday, and I'll get to that in a second. So she's all flirty and sweet and nice, and I'm always flirty too. You know me, charming as can be. And I say, okay, now these clothes that you're giving me, I need to put them on immediately. And so, because I had to go to the limo job. So it's a white shirt, black pants. Just, restroom right over there. But there's no place to hang the clothes. So leave the rest of the clothes you're picking up on this hanger grabber here. And I don't want them to get dirty. We just cleaned those for you, Eric. I go, you got it, Missy, whatever her name is. Get changed. Come out. And then, now, I mean, it's black pants, black shoes, long sleeve white shirt, black tie, black vest. The vest does it. The vest always brings it all together. If someone's wearing a vest, it just puts everything on a different level. Accessories, bright silver watch. Always wear a championship ring on the right hand, on my right hand, because it's just an icebreaker. People want to talk to you about it. It's a way to get more tips. It's a simple thing. I come out and she goes, "Oh my!" And I'm like, "Thank you. You're lovely. I love you so much. Okay, see ya. Bye." Pick up the car. It's this beautiful Navigator that they have there, and I got to pick up this super rich dude. Now, I don't want to go and say what this guy is the CEO of, but let's just say this is a massive company, huge, and I mean, like, so much so that I look it up and I'm reading about the dude. And hang on a second. Bruce, come on, man. I'm stalking him out beforehand. I pick him up at the corporate headquarters. You can probably get an idea of who he is by just thinking about all of you got some major corporations here in West Michigan. So you can narrow it down to probably 5. This is a big deal. I go, oh my God, I'm picking this guy up. Holy shit. And so I'm like, everything's got to be Mr., yes, sir, no, sir. Can I get your bags here? Okay. Is there anything you need? Pretty much standard. He's late coming out. I'm standing there outside of the car for 25 minutes in the sun. No big deal. Whatever. That's how it is. This is easy. Get him in the car. Got to drive him 15 minutes to the airport. Drop him off. Boom. Easy. I'll probably make quick $100. No problem. Gets in the car. He's got another dude with him, and they're talking about purchasing another corporate jet. And that was the high-level meeting. Well, I told him not to sell that Lear. And so now we're stuck, and we got to, so they're talking about this big discussion about buying another jet. And I'm like, oh, my God. Today, real-world problems. I get these folks to the airport. open up their doors, get their bags. Thank you, Mr. So-and-so. Thank you, Mr. So-and-so. You guys have a great day. Yes, smell you later. They walk off. Not a stiffed. Oh, stiffed. Oh, my God. So I'm like, shit. All right, whatever. Serves me right for giving that guy the finger in the road rage incident. Actually, that happened after, so that doesn't make any sense. But karma. It was preemptively giving me the karma. I don't know, but nothing. Not one red cent. I was like, that is terribly rude. Okay, see you later. Bye. I'm not buying any of your stuff. Off I go. Wondering if there's any guesses as to who it was. Stevie says, stiff, put him on blast. Chris says, you don't get rich by giving it away. Rich people don't tip. Megan weighs in with Bissell and Amway have their own hangars. It's not Bissell and it's not Amway. You should have asked him to sponsor the show. I see suggestions. Amway, Meyer, Steelcase. None of those. Those are big ones, too. Paul says, some DeVos bitch. You know, can you not insult my boss? No, it has nothing to do with those nice people, and you should not refer to that family as that. I love them very much. Jason says, if you got stiff, don't feel sorry about blasting a name out there. No. You see, that would make the limo company look bad, and I don't want to do that. Getting warmer. Megan says Gordon Foods. No. Van Andel. No, has nothing to do with pyramid schemes. Steelcase, X-Rite. No. Nope. Applied Imaging. No, it's not. It's not known as Applied Imaging anymore. It's Applied Innovations. Your boss. He says, your boss? No. Mr. Dan DeVos signs my checks for the Grand Rapids Griffins, and I see him several times a year. Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner. We have a winner on these sweepstakes. Have I ever told you about how much intuition radio voice Linda has? She always seems to just know things. You know, it doesn't take her long to figure stuff out. Have I ever gone down that road with you? I might as well just come out and say it, for God's sake. All right. Anyway. That's funny. Oh, my God. I drive back to the garage. And in the driver's lounge there's a really nice lady who books the drivers. And I don't know who this other person was that walked in there. And I walk in, and she's older. And I come walking in, and I swear to God, she stops her thought that she's having with the employee. And she goes, "Oh, my God, do you look cute?" And I go, "Oh." And, you know, I don't know about you, but I love that. That is huge with me. I am a sucker for that. And I don't care if it's a guy or a girl. She goes, "Oh my," stops her words. She goes, you look cute. I go, "Well, thank you. You're very kind. I appreciate that very much." So I fill out some paperwork. And then I go into actually I'm outside talking to one of the other employees. And this lady comes out again and she goes, oh my God, I'm serious. I can't get over it. I can't get over how cute you are. And I'm like, well, you have just made my day. She says, oh, come on. You hear that all the time. These are all things you can say if you're like over 65 years old. So I'm charmed. I actually wanted to have sex with this woman. Now, I mean, physically, there's no attraction, but charm goes a long way. I would have had sex with that woman if I was single. Now, it would have been like having sex with a female, old black version of Kenny. Okay? But I don't care. That doesn't. If you are going to charm me and do those things to me, I could very easily be okay with throwing it in you. And I was like, well, you don't hear that every day. You don't hear that enough. And I'm driving home and I'm like, there's spring in my step. She has made my day. She has told me twice in 5 minutes how cute I am. She wants to have sex with me. I could have had sex with her right there in the back of her vehicle. I wouldn't have, but I was mildly aroused by this. This is how simple I am. And then I'm like, if the shoe, there is no way that is acceptable for the shoe on the other foot. Can you imagine if I was her in the driver's lounge having the discussion with the limo booker and some lady who was 20 years younger than me, or let's just say 15, came walking in, and I went, oh, man, you are cute. Oh, fuck, that would be terrible. But when it comes to, in this scenario, this is okay. This is okay. Yes, that is a double standard, but one that I can get behind. There is nothing wrong with a lady saying this to a man. Now, I think the ultimate perfect way with having no problems is if you are old and no chance that anyone on the planet actually wants to have sex with you. Then you can get away with that. So if you're a person who, is the much older black version of Kenny, you can pull this off. So, Kenny, I love you. DDP yoga. You're killing it. I love you. But I had to paint a picture for these people, and you and you were the only thing that came to mind. But that's not going to be. This is temporary. In a year and a half, Kenny, you're going to be scheduling your big skin removal surgery after you blow out 150 pounds. And he says, why did I come to mind? Well, Kenny, I can't help it that when I saw her, I saw you, but female and black. I didn't do that. That is not, it's just what happened in my brain. So just know that in 18 months, you won't have that problem. Chris in Maine says the nail can always tell the hammer it's cute. The other way around, it's assault. Jesse says, Kenny, Eric is thinking about you while talking about his mild arousal. Well, I can't say that I've been ever aroused by a man. In fact, there's no way I have. I would say that there are several men that I think are absolutely gorgeous individuals, but I wouldn't want to be nude with them. Not aroused. I would say they're gorgeous. Like Austin Butler is a gorgeous human being. Elvis, even fat Elvis, was attractive, in my opinion. That's on my mind because I recently saw that film, but I'm just giving you an example. Aram says Kid Rock and Dog the Bounty Hunter. No, I didn't want to have sex with those people. I was just thought that they were very attractive people. And I never really thought Kid Rock was attractive. I just loved his music, which I don't anymore. No, I take it back. I like some of his songs, but God, he's so stupid. He is so unbelievably dumb that I can no longer look past the stupidity. You know? So that's that. Wow, 43 minutes. You know, why am I even promoting Twitch if I give the people on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube 43 minutes of show? I am kicking you people off on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. And you must go to twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live if you want the rest of this shit show. Dean over at the limousine company, not boring Dean, but there's a dude named Dean that works over there. He says, podcast still growing? I said, yeah, I don't know how. I go, it's the worst. It's so horrible, yet people keep coming back. And yes, the audience keeps growing somehow. I don't know it's stuck. I'm stuck with it forever. It's as terrible as it is. People love it. And he goes, well, good problem to have. I go, I guess so. All right. So for you folks on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, you need to go to twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live if you want the rest of the content as it goes. Okay. Go there, fill out a little, create a little, name for yourself. Jesus, I can't even talk. Follow the show and subscribe if you like for free with Amazon Prime. You can do that. Click on the red button, follow the steps. Otherwise, you'll get some commercials. So you got to follow, and if you like, subscribe. If you don't have Amazon Prime, you can throw $5 at it if you like. Totally up to you. Otherwise, just sit through the commercials. No big deal. Who cares? Whatever. And then wherever you download audio podcasts, after the show is done, all of this becomes the audio podcast. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Castbox, Twatter, Twitcher, Fapper, all of those. Okay? So there you go. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will send you on your way.